Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Pretty good. You need more after the show. It's gotta really drag it out.
Look, I'm no Kevin. I'm just in here trying to be the fake Denny's who's trying to be the fake Kevin.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh!
What happened?
Lord Jesus, the earth just moved under me.
Your chair broke.
Chair just broke.
We've been having lots of issues with chairs in here
I
lately.
swear, I ate all salad on my trip to Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm the fat ass.
I ate so much salad.
I'm the one that gained all the weight. Why are you breaking shit?
Oh, it's so greasy. Damn, what happened?
Daddy, why don't we just start the podcast over?
No, it's fine.
I know. That's my move.
Damn, breaking chairs.
All right. As you were, Mama, you were
I'll be
saying.
going to quick weight loss later. That doesn't kick you in the groin.
Have you ever done that before where you have broke a chair in front of a group of people? I was about 235 pounds and I was at a party and I'm drinking my beer and I'm on this plastic chair and I'm in the middle of telling this story. Now there's hot girls in this crowd and it was one of those moments where for some reason everybody in the crowd was listening to everything you're saying. I was telling this tale, this story.
That never happened.
It never happens. And then
Of course.
sure as shit, I go to lean back and I snap and break the entire chair. Everyone's laughing at me. It kind of had that feeling where everything's in slow motion. Like, that is the worst feeling. Breaking a chair in public when you got a little weight to you.
And then you get up and you just go walk over to like the meatball tray and just start eating.
I fucked up so much pizza that night.
I had a buddy a little heavier jumping on a trampoline and broke it. That's pretty devastating too when there's people waiting to get on it after you.
Look, if you're not heavy, it's not a big deal.
For sure.
Agreed.
It's only if you're a little tubs.
I knew that I was Tubbs.
Yeah, that's when it becomes heart-wrenching.
There's this one picture of me at my buddy's wedding, and I had so much weight on me, even my eyeballs were fat. Somehow, my eyeballs retain water.
Kevin needs that.
And I remember I was dancing, trying to make everybody laugh, and I'm dancing by myself on the dance.
And you're dancing by yourself.
And I split my
What
fat.
are you- You're trying to make people laugh, dancing by yourself? That's so sad. That's so Chris Farley.
I ripped the ass end of my suit.
Oh.
And I knew I had weight to me because it was a big old fat suit. I'm
Was
like,
it a borrowed suit?
No, I bought this
yours.
suit, yeah. And it ripped from the ass out. So now I literally have my ass blown out. It's blown out,
You
y'all.
blew your ass out.
And yeah, the same kind of thing. Everyone's laughing. So I didn't know what to do because I was kind of embarrassed. So I took all the butter and I poured it on my face.
Oh, jeez.
All right, that's a move.
Yeah. That'll get people talking.
Did not see that one coming.
Neither did anyone.
Gotta say,
I was 21. I didn't know what I was doing with my life.
it was last month.
I was 21. But anytime you have a fat moment publicly, it's tough, man. You try to let me make a funny moment out of this.
It's shameful.
It is.
It's a pain. It's a pain.
I saw a guy one time, same thing, break a chair. He was larger.
Did you try to make a joke out of
The
it?
chair was just outmatched, and you could tell when you looked at the chair. It was an older, like a plastic green chair from Walmart, those lawn chairs. You leave those things out in the sun for like 5 years, they get compromised.
They do.
They do.
He sat in it, and sure enough, the chair didn't last 5 seconds. It was so hard to watch.
Did he make a joke after? Try to.
No, he did not make a joke. He got up and waddled away. He was very sad. It broke my heart.
I'm sure the term waddling doesn't help either.
It's very sad.
One of my, he was a little heavier, one of my friends, this girl snuck up behind him to poke his sides and startle him, and he farted on her. He was bummed out about that for like 6 months.
That is the worst.
She snuck up and poked him.
When you accidentally fart in front of somebody you're attracted to, that's rough.
Oh, jeez. My heart broke.
I'm not sure what would be worse, farting in front of your crush accidentally or breaking a chair in front of a group of people. What's more humiliating?
They're both awful.
They're rough.
I think the chair is worse just because of the publicness of it.
I've done both, so
Well, you truly can speak on the subject then.
I would say probably the falling in front of people. Because when I accidentally farted when I was a kid, I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. You get over those things. When you're an adult, it stays with you.
Oh, especially when you're in high school, it's like brutal.
All right,
Oh, man.
memory lane was real fun.
I saw a guy not fit in his airplane seat. Ooh. Oh, it was so awkward.
I saw somebody get turned down at the Rapids from going down that one slide. They said they couldn't go down, and they were an adult. With that said, what your adult ass going down slide 3? Everyone knows it's for the kids.
Yeah, that's the fast one.
It still doesn't make it any less sad, though. No. And you have to, look away, you pretend like you're not looking and you're not seeing, but you're listening really like this.
Yeah,
leaning in.
Whether it's weight or any time there's a public embarrassment, it's tough to stomach. I had an assistant coach back in high school, and he was giving a speech at the banquet, and as he's talking, his dentures fell out. On the podium, he quickly grabbed and put them back in his mouth and continued to talk, and everyone's going,
Did you see that?
That motherfucker's teeth just fall out.
There's something about cringy moments that when public, everybody can feel it. You can just, it sits in the air.
So my question is, if you're the guy that had the dentures fall out, do you publicly say, "Oh, guys, my teeth fell out," or do you just keep it moving?
You have to make a joke.
I agree.
You have
but then
to.
you go home and cry.
Oh yeah, you laugh to not cry.
For sure. I'd pull them out. I'd be like, "Oh, it looks like I dropped my teeth." Something. You have to do something.
I guess.
Because if you don't recover from them, man, people talk about that for 19 years.
Well, see, that's what I did with the butter at the wedding. I'm like, "Oh shit!" My fat ass just ripped my pants. Oh, look at this butter. Hey, look at me, I'm butter guy.
Butter guy.
I gotta tell you, that joke did not play.
It doesn't make any sense.
Of course it didn't. You're embarrassed. You're just trying to
do anything.
You're trying to just get through the moment, Virginia. It sucks.
You should have put the butter in your pants and been like, "Ooh, extra pocket."
Oh, of course, yeah. Retrospect, I should have done a lot of things differently. A lot.
You ever see people have public freakouts near you, or completely they're trying to get you on their side and they're yelling at an employee of a place? Or this one guy, he was he was yelling, I guess something the guy said insinuated that the guy didn't have money. He's like, "I'll fucking bury you. I'll fucking," he was yelling at this dude publicly, and he's trying to get people to rally with him, and everybody's kind of moving back as he's making this gigantic scene.
That's almost like, "You'll never work in this town again." Yeah. People really say that.
Oh, dude.
Something that was said to us, "I could buy and sell you."
Oh, Rob Schneider. Well, you think people are kidding when they say things like that, but if you go on YouTube, there are city officials that will try to get out of their tickets, and it's all in real time. It's real stuff. This one woman, she was a New York city councilor or something, and her daughter's friend got pulled over. And now this woman was even in the car with her daughter. Her daughter's the passenger seat. Her friend is driving, and the mom was behind them. They're going to some kind of function. The cops pull over the daughter and the friend, and she gets out of the car. "I'm a city official. Don't you know who I am? I will have your badge for breakfast." She got fired because it was all on video.
Good.
Doing all the typical, "Don't you know who I am? I could buy and
I'll
sell
make you lose your job."
Oh.
People really say that shit.
Somebody else said it to us years ago in our career. Remember that at our old radio station?
So many people have said this. Which one are you talking about?
You gotta be more specific.
I won't say his name,
Okay.
but very boastful, very jerky.
What did he say
Said it
about
to me and you that he could buy and sell us.
Oh, are you talking about Rob Schneider?
No, a different guy that we worked with.
He said that?
Yes.
Oh, you are right.
You remember?
Oh, this guy, Denny's.
This guy hated us.
Well,
but then he was forced to be nice to us. It was so funny.
He told our old producer, Mariana, that I forget what had happened. Something was going on. We said something on the air. He's like, "You know what? Honestly, I could buy and sell your entire show." And honestly, Jason Jason could go missing with some. Remember, he alluded
Yeah.
that
He alluded he was going to kill Jay Burt and hide the body.
So we made a big deal about it on the air, and his boss heard us talking about it because he was on the air too, and he got in trouble and had to apologize.
Oh man.
I mean, just a douche.
And then he was fake nice to us.
Yeah.
And that's worse.
Still to this day is fake nice to us whenever he sees us. Dude, don't be fake nice to me. I don't like you and you don't like me. Keep fucking walking.
I would rather have
I'm not here for all these pleasantries. I don't got the time.
I don't like fake niceness. I'd rather have
Me
you tell
either.
me you can't stand me than to act like you like
Or
me.
just walk on by.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't got to stop. You don't got to say dick. Because I don't
Yeah.
want to say it either. I don't want to have to be fake nice to you. And if you're fake nice to me, then I have to be fake nice back. Let's just save each other a lot of breath.
Fake nice is almost a reason to retaliate towards somebody, you know, because you can call it, you can feel it, you know they're not cool at all.
He don't like us.
Wouldn't it be so much easier if you did a business deal? So, Virginia, I can't stand you. I don't like you, but here's the business deal. It would be nice. I mean, but I think people would be too offended. As soon as you say, people want honesty until you're honest. It's kind of weird.
Totally. The weird thing about, like you just said, honesty, that everybody wants it. Nobody wants it. There's no way you could ever be truly honest with people, man. I don't think people can handle it, especially if it's something they care about.
If let's say our manager sat you down and got brutally honest about everything they don't like about you, would you really want to hear that? Would you really want to know every detail about how shitty you are at your job?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I don't think I
no.
would. I really don't. I don't think it's good for the creative mind.
It's not.
Oh, definitely
Because
not.
I would, for me, not only am I a creative mind, but I'm also a paranoid mind. And so I would obsess on it and I would think about nothing else but it, and it would ruin my creativity.
Well, it's weird too because just because someone's got a title behind their position doesn't mean they're the end all know all. You know, people get titles all the time, and I'm not talking about just radio people. I'm just saying people in general get to a
You're
position.
in the right place at the right time. You kissed the right butt.
Yeah,
sure.
And now all of a sudden you're in power.
You're in a position of authority, or your critique or your opinion matters. All that, especially when you're talking about entertainment and
It's subjective.
yeah. So some people could love what you do, and then some people could absolutely fucking hate your personality. It's gonna be on that personal preference.
Absolutely.
So you got to be careful. That's why I don't like a lot of those weird study groups, because when you have someone doing a focus group, you have people going in deliberately that want to give an opinion. I'm grading something.
sure.
Let me fucking grade, and that
My voice counts. It's either good and it's too good, or it's bad and it's too bad.
Yeah, I feel like some of those focus groups, you go in there kind of justifying your opinion.
Yeah, well, anytime you ask for somebody's opinion, you bring in a group like that, and you get everybody in there, and they're watching, they feel like they have to say something, whether it's good or bad. They have to contribute something, you know? So you're
Yeah.
already set up to have, when you're watching it, you're like, all right, I'm going to say this about this, because this caught my attention.
And I also have just seen how some people are. Some people don't make up their decision until they see the sheep react, and then they get, oh, I hate drunk girl trivia. Oh yeah, I hate it too. Or I love drunk girl. No, it's
For
a great
sure.
bit. It's just weird when it comes to that kind of stuff.
It is, yeah. Focus groups are weird, and they've been around since the age-old time, man. I mean, they've been utilized. I mean, dating all the way back to even book clubs, talking about.
I think if you have time to go sit down and be a part of a focus group, you don't have enough going on in your life, and you're kind of lame.
Keep in mind, we have a focus group coming up in a week.
Yeah, actually, we do.
I believe. Just so people know, what happens sometimes is we'll do a focus group where we take some of our benchmark bits, and then we have a room full of people listen to them.
But all the movers and shakers have stuff going on. They would never have time to go sit and be in a focus group. When you say that out loud, show me 20 of the most successful people you know. Would they sit in a focus group? No.
Well, one of the bits that's going to be focused upon,
yeah.
Virginia, is Denny's joke jury.
Well, anybody who hates on that can just take it in the ass. Because that bit is never going anywhere. That bit is awesome.
Oh man, the focus group's got to
Focus
listen to it and
groups
rate it.
be damned.
Denny's he's like, wait a minute. First of all, I don't even want to be doing this joke bit, and now I'm getting judged on it. So this fucking sucks, man.
You're a rock star, Denny.
Oh, man.
Nobody tells you anything different.
For sure. It's just funny that that's in there. I was like, ugh.
Do you want to go over some emails?
Sure. Okay. So this one is from Matt, and it says, "Hey guys, I have a movie review request. I was wondering if you guys would be interested in watching my movie, Camp Death 3 in 2D.
I guess my question is, what happened in part 1 and 2 that there needs to be a 3?
He said it just finished a festival run, 15 festivals. It got 5 different awards. It's now on Amazon Prime, and it's my movie. It's batshit crazy, wholly tasteless, and extremely divisive. It's a parody of Friday the 13th. Half the audience at a festival walked out. Okay.
I like this person.
This is awesome. He says it would be an honor to have you watch it, even if you skewer it.
No.
Cheers, Matt. Aww.
I pulled it up. Death Camp 3 in 2D, and that tagline is, "This movie is stupid." It does. It looks like Friday the 13th. It looks like a spoof of it.
Good
Well,
for you.
I mean, you're talking to people that themselves make stupid movies.
Absolutely.
Oh, totally.
We love stupid movies.
I just like people who go out and create stuff.
That's what it's all about.
To me, that's what it is about. You're not going to get a deal with Columbia or Sony Pictures, but you're out there creating, doing shit.
Well, the cool thing about the internet now is that anyone can create anything and get it out there. Now,
Yep.
that being said, anybody can create anything and get it out there. So there's a lot of stuff to go through, but that's a really cool thing that we've never had before in
you
history.
can get it out there unless your company tells you have to take it down your YouTube page.
Now, corporate things can't get in the way, but yes.
corporate things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check it out, definitely. Thank you for
Yeah,
listening.
no,
Thank
that's
you.
cool. That's cool.
Congratulations, Matt.
Absolutely.
15 festivals and 5 awards, and half the audience walked out.
That's real good.
We like it. Okay, this one is from Jose. It says, first of all, I want to say I love your show. Regarding Grand Theft Auto and sports games that have been tested, some of these already exist where you have control over your character's career and what they do and where they go. An old WWE video game, you were able to go in the locker room and talk to people and get into fights backstage. Also, in the new FIFA games, they have a career mode that is present, but you have multiple endings, so you could choose your career path.
So this email is about the topic Bird brought up about video games. Have they made a baseball video game that had real life elements to it?
So I completely agree, and I was just kind of taking how the baseball game that I love so much, it's a career mode, Virginia. It shows what teams I can play on. It has all my stats. You can talk to the press. I just think it should go a step further. You have random steroids. You are fighting with the paparazzi. You have options. You can sleep with like a hooker the night before and leave it in the sheets, baby.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto style for baseball.
Okay.
Or football or any kind of sport game. They do have things that are similar, but I think I want to go to that next level.
Oh yeah, there was an old football game, Blitz. One of the callers called in and told us about it, about how you could send strippers to the opposite team when they're in your town, and then based on that, they would have a bad game the next day because they all stayed up late. Like stuff like that.
That would be so cool. I would love that. Or like all of a sudden you got, let's say, because for you can make yourself. So Jason Pennington's playing. He's having a great all-star year. Then all of a sudden, boom, something comes on the street. You've been benched for 60 games because you just tested positive for steroids. You can't control it no matter what. Now you have to go talk to the press. That'd be fun, Virginia.
That would be fun.
I think a lot of games are moving that way. It's called Simulator. They're all into that now.
But you're right, though, when it comes to the licensing of the players and the names and the teams.
It would have to be
Good
spoof
luck.
names, yeah.
Who wants to be the guy that's, hooking up with hookers?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is from Jennifer. It said, I heard you guys debating on grilled cheese. You should check out, if you haven't already, New York Grilled Cheese Company in Boca or Wellington.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, no, not Wellington. Wilton Manors. New York Grilled Cheese Company, Jay Bird, rate it.
I love it. It's the place that I tried when we lived in Miami. And it's, to me, it is the best grilled cheese place here locally.
Really?
Well, Melt has gone bye-bye, and I loved Melt. And I loved Melt because they had that French onion grilled cheese that is, how much, I still talk about
Still talking about it.
I would go there to order 8 of them.
Yeah.
And they weren't fucking cheap either, by the way.
What made it special? Can I duplicate it?
I absolutely.
I bet you could.
Know for a fact you could duplicate it. It was just, they used, I believe, either provolone or Swiss cheese.
Okay.
They used what's in French onions.
Yeah, what's in
too.
French onions? Is it provolone?
Provolone, not Swiss.
Okay, so it's a French, it's provolone, cheese, it's the bread, and then they would just
And then you dip it in the au jus sauce.
No, they jam-packed it with the actual soup, the French onion soup. They put the pieces of it in
The jus.
Yeah, the jus inside the sandwich, and then you dip it. Oh, gosh. Can you make
Okay.
that tomorrow?
Yeah, I could.
Is that too much?
She's like, sure, I just got back in town.
I'm just trying to unpack, but all right.
But Kevin's not here.
Can I
Yeah.
make it when I come back?
Where are you? You're going?
I'm going to Mardi Gras in 2 days. I have.
When do you
such-
come back?
I come back Thursday.
Fuck. Denny's, let's go on vacation.
Why didn't you?
Because of the show. We had show
You
stuff.
can go.
Yeah, I know, but it's a lot to plan for. I hear you. I hear you. Go where too? Go where? Where am I going?
All right.
What else we got?
It's gonna be just the boys next week for the first half.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can call me when I'm in New Orleans.
We
We
will.
will. We always
Yeah.
do.
Call me for sure. We were talking about doing something with the video feedback. I thought somebody was going to buy it, but I think it fell through.
We can barely get our phones on regularly.
We don't have a phone screener.
For some reason, with the time difference, and then there's a screen involved, and yeah.
Oh.
Our Skype is fuzzy.
Are we out of emails?
Yes, we are.
So there was a story here. I want to get your guys' opinion on that. Now, it's Yahoo News is doing it. So their main goal is to divide everybody and to make sure
Yes.
to make sure everyone's angry at one another.
Let's get America fighting.
And I'm not sure how this could even happen. So it's about this high school wrestler and was faced with the prospect of advancing in the 106-pound consolation bracket. And he was taking on a girl for, I guess, the championship. There was a girl fighting, and he's fighting. And he backed out of it because he said he didn't want to treat the young lady like that on the mat. So obviously there's a lot of controversy where, why is a guy fighting the girl? And then why is he not fighting her? If she's good enough, he should be fighting her. Why is a man saying he can't fight a woman if she's good enough to fight? So there's all kind of different angles on there. You've got two high school kids. You've got a girl, you got a boy wrestling with one another for a championship. He decides to back out of it. Some people are calling him a hero and a gentleman. Some are calling him a chauvinist pig. Where are you at on this?
I don't think he is a chauvinist pig. I mean, the guy doesn't feel comfortable. We can't tell him how to feel. If he doesn't want to wrestle a girl, he shouldn't be forced to wrestle a girl.
It's kind of weird. Is it weird, though, to do wrestling guy, girl?
Yeah, because they're teenagers, and now they're going to be rolling around on the mat and, like, their bodies pressed against each other. I don't know about you. It kind of sounds a little erotic.
He says also, this is what the teenage kid says, I'm not comfortable with a couple things with wrestling a girl. The physical contact, there's a lot of that in wrestling. That's
For
the
sure.
first thing, kind of what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
And then he goes, and I guess the physical aggression, too. I don't want to treat a young lady like that on the mat or off the mat, and not to disrespect the heart or the effort that she's put in. That's not what I want to do either.
Yeah, he's in a
He's
rock
in
and a hard
spot.
That's a
place.
tough position.
Because people are calling him a pussy for not getting the win.
Oh.
And then if you go ahead and destroy the girl.
Oh, they're gonna be like, that was brutalizing.
He can't win with this. No matter where he goes,
Yeah.
people are going to jump his shit. But you know what? He is doing what he feels in his heart, so none of us should be judging him.
First comment on the Yahoo. Boy, this kid's a real pussy. What a snowflake.
Oh, jeez.
This is in Colorado Springs too. This is where I used to live.
The land of pussies.
Well, my whole view is, if you're good enough, it doesn't matter who you are. If you are good, if you are a chick and you can play in the major leagues, you should be allowed to play. If you're a wrestler and you can beat that ass, and you've shown you can beat that ass,
Absolutely.
you should be allowed to play. You should be allowed to win.
If she wants to play, she should be allowed to play. But if he is uncomfortable, he should be allowed to bow out. They both have their rights.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, no, I think everyone agrees they have the right. It just, I think the final decision, was it the right move? Should he have wrestled her?
No.
Or okay.
His heart
Yeah.
wasn't in it.
Yeah, I think that was the right move for him not
Some
to
other
wrestle.
dude might want to do it, but this dude didn't feel good about it. And if it was my son, if it was Rocco, I don't think I would want him to do it either.
On the other end, people are going, this guy looks like he's scared that the girl is going to beat him, so this was a way for him not to even deal with that. Then the girl beats you in wrestling.
Well, I mean, she moves on. You don't. So technically, she did beat
Yeah.
you.
You're right.
But, I mean, I just.
He can't win.
You can't win. You really can't. And I wouldn't want Rocco wrestling a girl. It would make me feel uncomfortable.
Okay, Magnolia all of a sudden shows you sophomore year, Mom, I want to play football. And she shows she's better than some of the boys for this scenario. She's in there. She's doing it. Mom,
Tackle?
Tackle football.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's take the football element because you're right. It's very violent. Basketball. She wants to play on boys basketball, and she's nailing it. Do you allow her to play on the boys basketball team, or do you think she should be on the girls?
I would prefer her to be on the girls' team.
Really? And she's even showing she's better than some of the boys?
Yeah, I just think that it's just too hormony with the boys and the girls and the closeness and I'd prefer her to be on the girls' team.
If I had a daughter and she was better at basketball than some of the boys and she wanted to go for the boys' team, I'd say, get out there and beat some ass. There's a real story. If you Google Tammy Maida, it's back in the day. It was a made movie for home box office, and Helen Hunt plays the quarterback. But it's a true story. This homecoming queen ends up getting on the football team, and there was, all the people in town. I can't believe this shit. A woman, what the hell? And she got in there, and I think it was junior varsity, but she still made it's still a big deal back in the 80s.
I mean, good for her for the skill level, and I'd be happy for Mags if she was on that level, but I wouldn't want her in that environment where she's the only girl and there's all that male energy and they're all bumping into each other and it's so aggressive.
Could you do it to where she's got her own little area? She plays the game, and then she, as a mom, you make sure right after the game she goes right to you. You travel with her.
I don't know. That's a tough dilemma because I think at that age when they're young like that,
she's 18, she's 17, she's in high school.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Dennis, you and Jen have a daughter, same scenario.
Yeah, so with the wrestling, I'd say no, only because it's a physical sport. And
pretty brutal.
Like Virginia said, a lot of hormones are going on at that time. People are trying to figure themselves out while they're trying to perfect their crafts.
You're going to be laying on her. Boobies, balls, they're all involved.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, that stuff's out. Like
take away wrestling and football. Let's go back to the basketball scenario.
Well, so basketball I like a little bit more. It's not a full contact sport. Football's another tricky one because it is full contact. Given you are in pads, and I think a woman could take a hit if I don't think she could take less of a hit of a man. It's just more about the wrestling one. But I think they should be. It's like Virginia said, tricky with the younger kids because of the hormones and stuff. But as adults, 18-year-olds, I think if they have the skill level, they should be able to mix in the genders.
Yeah, I think if you're good enough to play and you got the heart and the skill set,
you should not be.
It don't matter who you are. You should be able to play at the highest level.
But I also feel like she should just go to the female locker room afterwards. I think that the locker room should still be separated.
Definitely the locker room should be separated.
Controversial it is because it's tricky because there's plenty of females out there that can do a ton of shit better than I can. Guarantee. I'm not even arguing that. I would even say males and females, they all do shit better than me.
Yeah.
There's things that I consider myself pretty adept at as well that I would consider, I don't care. Like that's why I always, and this makes me lame, but I've always loved music because it's competitive, but it's more competitive against yourself than it is actual other artists. You're not competing.
It's the gender equalizer, Denny.
It really is.
Virginia, it's all about the music, man.
It's all about the music.
It really is because you can have a competitive spirit, but you can also you're competing against yourself. You're competing against other people in your genre. You're not directly competing against other people.
Would you say you're a highly competitive person?
Yeah, I think I am. I wish I wasn't.
So, but I there's different levels of it. There's levels where you're not so bad to where we go out to have a good time and we get into like a fun game. You're not going to go crazy if you lose. I know people that are, no matter what kind of game they're involved in, it's everything.
I can take things in context. If it's just for fun, I can have just for fun. But if it is a competition, I wish I was just more mellow.
Just in life, I agree with that. I think you should be more mellow.
We got a text coming in, Virginia, talking about Mardi Gras.
Yes.
Can you give any recommendations to go places to visit? I know you always do. People always send you emails about that.
Yeah, if you send me an email, I will give you my 3-page list of all my favorite restaurants, hotels, bars, shopping, tourist attractions. Every place that I love is on this list.
Perfect. You can send that to mail@kvjshow.com.
Just let you know, just getting some interactions here with the people talking about the Magnolia. Do you want to hear some of the comments?
Sure.
Okay. Kay Jacob says, "I love V, but she's too protective."
I am. I
Football
fully
and wrestling,
own that.
Football and wrestling, I can understand, but basketball, Magnolia is going to end up rebelling like crazy if you're not careful. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I can only do this thing the way I can do it. I would not be comfortable with her wrestling, and if that causes her to rebel,
I think it's more the basketball people are kind of not understanding why you would not allow that.
I don't want her to be the only girl on an all-boy team of anything. To me, I just have this weird, sexual energy thing where it's a group of boys and her, and it just reminds me of some kind of gang rape situation. I don't like it.
I'm gathering. All right, we'll move on.
It makes me feel weird.
I just saw someone talking shit about you, so I wanted to bring it up.
Look, I wish I could afford to send her to an all-girls boarding school, but I can't. I would if I could.
Is that too extreme?
Do you think that sets them up differently than other kids?
Yes.
I do.
And I know lots of girls that did it, and they were more protected. They weren't as sexually deviant when they were in their high school years. If you're only exposed to girls in your high school years, which I grew up in New Orleans, there were a lot of girls that only went to all-girl Catholic schools, and then there were girls like me that went to co-ed public schools. And the girls that went to all-girl Catholic schools that I knew were all more sheltered, were less crazy, were more proper.
You definitely have different boarding school girls than I knew, because the ones that were all female, as soon as they got into the world of men, oh boy, did they explore, and they explored a lot.
But were they older?
I would say, I'll give you two examples. One was a girl that was all-girls school up until 10th grade. So
that's terrible.
Her junior year.
If you're going to do it, you have to ride it through senior year.
Her junior year, she ends up going to public school.
I mean, they set this girl up to be a pincushion.
All right. And then
I mean, how dumb is that?
The other girl.
There's no way.
The other girl was all girls school, went to PBA, which is a religious school, and
I've seen it go both ways.
It goes both ways. I don't know if you can end all be all. I think everyone's going to be different.
Because when I was in college, we would get boys and girls from private schools or gender private schools. They come from an all-boys school, all-female school, and they were always you could point them out. Is all I can say. We would recognize them because they were slightly different. Not in a bad way, just in a way that, because
they were slightly. To me, here's what I saw. They were slightly less comfortable around members of the opposite sex and therefore less promiscuous. That's what I saw.
I guess you could say that, but also, some of them were ravenous. They wanted it. Because they'd never gotten it.
It's almost like the same theory that I kind of have with myself with my mom. My mom raised me to say alcohol was the devil. You never, ever drink. And I'm seeing all my friends drink, having a great time. And I was sheltered. I was sheltered up until about the end of my 18th birthday. And then it took me a year in college. I didn't drink until the last week in college. And I remember thinking, my mom's always talking about all this shit. She's wrong. I rebelled. And look at me now. I'm a fucking lush.
Yeah.
It's different for certain people. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a person-by-person thing. But
yeah, who knows? Mags may just be fucked. I might be ruining her. I don't know. But I can only do what's in my heart and what's telling me to be the best I can. And I know I'm not the worst clamped down parent.
All right, now people are getting on me about stuff. They're saying I wasn't talking shit about Virginia. I don't appreciate that. I was just kidding around, y'all. We're over here just fucking making jokes.
Oh, I don't care. And
no, we want your opinion.
I don't read those either. Jay Bird reads them.
Well,
I don't read the comments because they're usually negative.
Not always. You have a couple people who like you in here. No, I don't think KVJ Jacobs is really talking shit. You just different of opinion. That talking shit, just kidding around.
And that's the thing now, difference of opinion. People take offense to it sometimes.
Well, I did say this person's talking shit in the chat room, but I was just
you try to stir it up.
Stirring it up.
That'd
be fun.
He's messing with me, not you.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a lot of the case. Honestly, we always try to mess with each other.
Always.
Well, I think too, you can get into a fight with somebody, not it can get weird when you're just communicating via text.
It's tough.
It really. I have gotten into some weird things in my personal life.
Ooh, tell us about it.
Just by talking via text, and then you're like, "Wait, are you mad?" No, I'm not mad. Well, let's fucking talk real quick, like people.
Who's mad? What's
That's
personal
it.
life?
It's none of your fucking business.
Well, you opened the book.
I'm closing it.
Read a page or two.
You could even do it with a friend.
No, do it with a girl.
Okay, I've done it with you, where I've sent you a text
that's
message.
lame. Give me another one. Give me a girl, a real girl, with boobies you've touched.
I tell you nothing.
Ah.
No one wants to hear this shit anyway.
Yes, they do.
They really don't. I know you think people want to hear about my love life. I guarantee there'll be nine comments. We're fucking sick of this shit.
No, they want to hear because you don't give us the details, and that makes people want you more.
What else is on your mind, Denny? Are we wrapping this shit up?
What's her name?
It's up to you guys. We're at 36 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, we're just like chilling.
What's on for tomorrow's show? What do you guys want to do? We kind of kept it tame today.
I had some funny stories I wanted to tell you from the airport.
Give it to
All
us.
right.
You want to save it for now?
No, I'll tell you now.
All right, tell us now.
Okay, so I was in the airport in Nashville because, you have to fly out of Nashville to get to Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's like an hour south of Bowling Green is Nashville. So I've never seen this before. There was a man walking a full-size cat, a full-size tabby cat that was like bushy on a leash around the airport. I'm like watching this guy, and I'm like, because I'm allergic to cats, and I'm like, this motherfucker better stay over there with his fucking cat, because even close proximity to a cat,
I get it.
I start sneezing. Sure enough, he's on my plane. So now he's sitting over, like waiting for the plane, and I know that he's gonna be on the plane with me. I'm like, this fucking cat better not be sitting anywhere near me because I'm gonna start sneezing. The guy gets into an argument with the gate crew because they're like, sir, you have to put your big ass cat in the cat carrier. You can't just have the cat on the leash and walk the cat on the plane. And he's arguing back that he doesn't want to put the cat in the cat carrier because the cat doesn't like to go in the carrier. I'm like, who is emotionally supporting who here? What is going on? This cat was so big, Denny's.
I'd be
This
so
cat was
annoyed.
bigger than Chewy.
Okay, now you're just getting crazy because Chewy is one hell of a plus-size model.
So that was the first thing I saw that was driving me nuts. And then I saw this other lady. This made me sad. She did something that I did years ago. She was at the top of the escalator, and she had 2 bags. And something happened. Her footing got messed up.
You got to be real careful.
You got to be real careful with 2 bags on an escalator. So her foot went to the right, and she went to go fall, and she leaned on the one bag, the bigger bag, and the bag starts falling and rolling head over heels. This bag is rolling down the escalator, and people are on the escalator like Donkey Kong jumping out of the way of her bag. Kind of awesome.
Oh man, the airport.
I hate the airport.
I always see something weird when I'm there.
I actually don't mind flying. I don't think I have anxiety about the flying part. I don't like the getting to the airport and just all the hustle and bustle. That's the shit that gets to me.
I see you doing better at a smaller airport.
I like
see
smaller
you
airports.
PBI instead of Fort Lauderdale.
I like PBI. PBI's the other one. The Portland one's not so bad either. If I
Portland
remember.
was decent.
Uh-huh.
I just hate a busy airport.
Big
Last
ass
night,
ones.
Fort Lauderdale was so busy, so hectic, so much drama.
I actually want to travel more. I really do. My last Oregon trip, I really did enjoy it because I actually did not check social media for the most part. I mean, I know I uploaded some stuff to Instagram, but I was off the grid, not checking any kind of celebrity stories, which was really kind of nice, man. I don't give a fuck about these celebrities.
Don't you worry, Pumpkin. I'll check them for you. I do all the checking.
How do you make the term pumpkin more annoying? By saying pumpkin. Brutal. All right, is that all we want to do? You want to save some of this greatness for tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. I got so much left in the tank.
We have nothing. we
Good. Keep those.
We literally we shat it all out today.
Probably do some jokes tomorrow. Keep the benchmarks there.
Joke Jury is back.
Oh, yeah. Give us something real funny, Dave. We want to laugh.
Well, I'll do my best.
I was thinking about doing a game, too. Tell me if this is lame. It's almost
lame.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to see Ann today.
Okay.
It was going to be one of those guessing. You have to guess what Ann's thinking. So, for example, what will Ann say? It'd be kind of structured like Drunk Girl Trivia.
I love it.
Okay, Ann, what is your favorite do you like pizza better or do you like cheeseburgers better? And then you play the and then you play the clip.
I love it.
All right, the ant matching game.
I love it.
Or ansplaining. Or
I can
whatever.
play that. I can play that for like an hour.
Okay, how should I do it like Drunk Girl Trivia?
Yeah.
Where you ask her the question.
What will Ann say? But give her like some options.
I will. I'll give her options.
Yeah.
And then you have to guess the option.
I
And
love
if you
it.
guess it, you win.
And you have to have the psychology behind why you think she'll say what she'll say.
I mean, do you even know the answer to that? What would Ann want more? Pizza or would Ann want chicken parm? If you had to guess between those two.
Pizza or chicken parm?
Yeah.
Chicken parm.
I say chicky parm parm.
I go chicken parm.
Yeah,
that
chicken
was
parm.
That was an easy one.
Well, she's a true Italian woman, and she takes a lot of pride
For sure.
in a good chicken parm. Pizza, although it's Italian, is not as authentic as chicken parm.
And you can get away with having shitty pizza and it's still not bad.
right.
For sure.
I mean, honestly, I really haven't had, out of all the pizza stuff that I haven't had really a terrible pizza. I wouldn't say.
It's still pizza.
yeah, at the end of the day.
There's one pizza that was pretty shitty, but I'm not going to say who it was. If you look at my.
You can kind of figure it out. The lowest rating. You've
No.
hated them for years.
I'm afraid. That one guy called it. I'm afraid I'm going to get fucking killed.
Whacked?
Get whacked by a garlic knife.
Oh yeah, watch yourself on your way out today.
Yeah, be sleeping
with the fishes.
All right, well, let's end this bullshit.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We're back tomorrow for your Thursday edition.
Yeah, email us. Let us know if you want to hear anything that we didn't do today.
Yes. If anybody wants to hear an extended remix of Name That Nut, we're down for that. I'll bring 12 nuts in here.
Okay, let's do this. If we get 10 emails by tomorrow about people wanting to do Name That Nut, we'll do it again.
Okay.
If we don't, fuck that.
I'll keep an eye.
I'm going to get Mags and all her friends to write in.
Well, very cool. You can check us out tomorrow. We'll be back 6 to 10 with the ATS podcast afterwards. Take care, guys. Woo!
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.